Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Starting week 3 of season 3 2022 off with an ARCA race here at Pocono Raceway. This is the legacy
Pit
version.
lane speed limit is 60
And I'm
miles
going to
per
struggle.
hour.
Did
All
one of
clear.
these as
Push
kind
the
of a
FRIJ.
practice
Got
and
2
just
laps.
really
Let's get this
struggled
done.
with getting the car out of the corners. Tire saving wasn't quite as bad as I have been in some ARCA races, but my pace was just not there. Had a mishap, got into somebody very slightly off the beginning, and kind of put me back from the field. So it was tough to maintain tires and try to drive fast laps to get back to the field. So also didn't get a qualifying lap and started in the back. So hoping to correct that and actually be able to start somewhere in the top half this time, so I don't have to make up half the time that I did. Didn't even look to see what car number I am. I know it's a weaker field, so I'm just going to attempt to get a lap or 2 decent ones in. Biggest thing for me is just to not overdrive the throttle off turn 3 so that I slide, although not a very good run there out of 3. So hopefully I'll be able to do better the second lap. And then if there's time, I may experiment a little more with shifting. Right now I'm not shifting at all in 1 or 2 or 3. Well, 1 or 3 is the only corners I've heard of people shifting. And I cannot control the car when I do it or hit it consistently, so I'm better at running a little bit slower laps but more consistent for me if I don't shift than trying to shift. But I may try to run it if I get time to run another lap after qualifying.
57.62.
Alright, not a very good first lap by any means compared to my all-time best. We'll hope to try to get a better run here off of turn 3. See if I can gain anything for lap 2. 683 is not horrific, but 7th, which is not anywhere where I wanted to be.
The leader has just done 57.36.
Entered way too much in the 1, kind of got it loose. Kills the run off, so I don't think this lap's going to be any faster. But I'll keep digging, try to do what I can.
Fastest lap for Brooks, 57.31.
I got a little loose there out of turn 2, killed the momentum down into turn 3. Try to pick up the throttle, see if I gain anything out of 3. Looks like it will be slightly faster than the first one, but still not very good by any means.
That's the end of the session, P7.
Moves us up to 5th, so we're basically right where we should be, is car number 6. I guess I should be kind of happy with that. Only 19 cars in there. Like I said, pretty weak field, so expected to finish towards the front, but I've got a couple drivers that easily could be getting me, so didn't get to experiment with the shifting. I guess unless I'm in some massive hole where there's nobody around me, I may try that, but I think for now I'm just going to stick with 4th gear all the way to be able to do something that I know I'm comfortable with. Well, comfortable is a relative word, but change the steering ratio from 10 to 1 to 12. Steering offset was from -4 to -14, and the front brake bias is all the way back at 60%. So get graded up. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of drivers around me shifting. We're going to run the, I'll do session best. And then as we get going, probably, I don't know, not even halfway in, maybe like lap 5, lap 6, we'll switch over to the session last lap, try to find some consistency. See what we can do. Hopefully just keep it one towards the front and not get loose off the corners. It's the biggest thing. You get loose off the corners, you lose a lot of time, everybody goes blowing by you, and your tires are then hot, and it gets tougher to recover, and it's so tough to make up time here. You know, if you lose touch with somebody, the draft does play a little bit of an effect, but it is just so tough to be able to
The track temp is
make up
160.
much time.
The
so
air temp is 78 Fahrenheit.
my goal is
20
5th,
laps.
finish where I start. I'll be happy with that. I don't really want to fall back much further than 7th or 8th for the final. I mean, I
Follow
guess like if
Johnson.
the people are going crazy off the start and I feel like they're gonna burn tires, then by all means I'll let them by. But goal is just to keep it as straight as possible, keep the tires from spinning as little as possible, and maybe I'll be lucky enough that be able to keep pace with these guys, maybe save tires a little bit better, or somehow get lucky and get a free spot or something and get ourselves 4th place or something like that. So we'll see. Just hope to keep a decent race in, try to keep it clean, see if I can gain any more iRating now that I've gotten over the 30,000 mark. I'd like to keep that going upwards instead of falling back down it. I feel like I've come close to peaking it once or twice and always had a big downturn and gone away from it, had to work again, so I'm hoping to try to finally make it stick. Set my goals on, 3,500 or 4,000 is the next pavement oval benchmark for myself. Just tiptoe through the first couple laps on the cold tires. Try to use the throttle to help rotate it, but not use too much throttle. And the same thing, work the throttle smoothly out of the corners, but as quickly as I can, so that way I'm not getting run over by anybody. And then we'll just see what happens with it. I had fun in the first race. Like I said, I struggle badly driving it, but it's decently fun. It reminds me a lot of Indianapolis. It was either last season or season 1. So corners are definitely in your hands. Let's see what we can do. Get ready to go. We'll see when the leader takes off.
Okay, Jenny.
Off and rolling.
Go, go, go.
2 did not get quite as good of a start. 1's pulling away behind the 3.
Yeah, I'm on right side.
2 likely should be able to cut down in front of me, just like that.
Still there. Clarify. Coming up on your.
Like I said, just taking it easy, tiptoeing it through.
They're outside.
7 looking to be outside, thankfully. Didn't have issues with him, although he'll probably get the run and cut to the left side into 2. Another big key for me is to not overdrive turn 2.
Decent start. Then we can build something from here.
This is where I need to be as patient with the throttle as I can. You see the 2 kind of get loose. It allows the 1 and the 3 to pull away. If you slide the car at all, you lose so much momentum in relation to the drivers around you that don't. Turn 3 is by far the most crucial. A little loose there coming out of 1. Should see the 7 slowly close up. 7's broken away from the 19 as well. So the 7 does get here. Too much danger of getting freight train for a lot of spots. Drive 1, almost clipped the wall. 7 kind of lost it out of 2 as well, but I lost a ton of time to the 2. Rotate the middle of 3 there. Wow, terrible second and third corner of that lap.
The leader has just done a 57.27. Your last lap time was at 57.70. The car in front has just posted at 57.22.
Front 3 are turn lap times I can only dream of right now. And it's not because of the draft. It's certainly not because of the draft. If 7 stays on us, I may move over. The 19 and the 5 are still battling side by side. You can see how bad I drove turn 2 the last lap if I was able to pick up half a tenth out of it.
Inside.
7's going to look to our inside. We're just going to let him go.
Still there. Clear inside.
No reason to hold him up when he was clearly pressuring us. He's probably faster even if I do save tires and I had a plenty big gap,
The gap in front is now
second and a half back to the 4,
0.18.
so no reason to cost myself
That was
time.
57.94.
Let's try to go to school, follow behind the 7, see if I can learn something. Underdrove 1 there a little bit. 4's probably going to get us before the end of the race as well. Probably get us before halfway. I feel like everybody's just able to drive into 2 so much more than me. So it gets a little loose off of 2. Like 3's really important to hit for the straightaway, which I did not there. But like I feel like 2 is my biggest X factor on if I can turn a time or not. Just followed the 7 up a lane. I wanted to be closer to the bottom curbing. Trying to get a little bit of a straighter shot out of the corner to get a little bit of a better run. I keep that gap to the 4 consistent without feeling like I'm pushing the tires too much. I'll be happy with that as well. A little bit of a better turn 2 there. Looks like the 7's running a little bit higher. 3 we both get kind of loose. Able to close a little bit. Not looking to pass them, just looking to
57.79.
follow behind, keep touch with them. I know unless something happens, I don't have anything for the top 3. So, goal is to keep the 7 close by, stay in front of the 4. Give myself a shot at a 4th place. Still overdrives off of 2 a little bit, that's why you see it gets a little loose. We're able to get a little better run, even though I underdrove it compared to the 4. Keep the thing a little bit straighter. 4 gains quite a big chunk of time. He's got it down yet at a 1.3 at the line.
Okay, Jake, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
Just trying to keep the thing straight. Get a run. Not going to attempt to pass here in 2. See, the 7 gets it in a lot more.
E5.
Bit of a run out of 2. I'm just going to stay behind him for right now. Kind of rotated a little too much there off of 3. Looks like the 5 also got by, so 4 and 5 are going to try to close up the gap.
What was that? 58.02.
Needed to have used the throttle just a little sooner to rotate it. Got a little loose there off the corner.
Johnson is now leading.
Backed off the 7 there, turn 2, but I know I'll get a run here into 3. I don't know if he's tire saving or if he's kind of overdriven it a bit and we're starting to get some momentum. Although as I say that, I kind of over rotated in 3. I'm going to switch over to session last lap now. 4 and 5 are closing up. Might need to start thinking about getting by the 7.
36.
I don't want them getting by me. Gonna enter turn one a little shallow. Just gonna push up out of one. Four and the 5 have broken away big time from the 10, so I guess if they get by me and I don't get by the 7, worst we could fall is
Right side.
like 7th.
Still there.
The gap behind is now 1.20.
Clear up high.
Bit of an aggressive slide there out of 2, but felt like I finally had the chance to get by him, so see how much time the 4 gained on us. He's got it down to under a second, and the 5's right there as well, so we're working it out of 3. See the 2 and the 3 are battling side by side up ahead. I don't think we're gonna get there, but
E4.
there'll always potentially be contact to watch out for. I'd say the shifting is probably the way that people are gaining time, especially out of the corners. I think that's what the 4 and the 5 are likely doing, but for me it's just all about consistency right now. A little better run through turn 2. 4 and the 5 are going side by side. The longer they can do that, the more it'll help me. Kind of overdrove it there in 3. Lost 7 to get a run. 3 are continuing to pull away, so I just need to focus on clean lines. Thought the 7 was going to try to outbreak us into 1. Now he's got the advantage of the draft that I don't have. 5 gets by the 4.
The car ahead is.
Oh, I overdrove turn 2 really bad, get into the wall. Daggone it. Ah, that killed that. There goes the 7 to the inside.
Inside. He's still
Trying
there.
to get by him as quickly as possible here in 3.
Stay high. We got one inside. He's still there.
Don't really want to battle side by side with him.
Keep it together. Hold your line.
So it's only going to allow 5 and the 4 to close up.
He's still there. Hold your line.
Cannot believe I overdrove 2.
Still there.
Let's
Clear
get
low.
behind the 7.
On your right.
Not really attempting the crossover,
Still
just
there.
don't want to lose too much momentum.
Keep it steady. Still there. Clear.
Alright, we're in trouble now. We're going back to 7th likely. Alright, time to just follow the 7 again for a little bit, regain it. Overdrove turn 2. The entry. Here's the 5 and the 4. Both of them are ready to go on by. So, lesson learned. Shifting's probably the better thing for you to learn. Learn how to control the car out of the corners and be able to attack turn 2 correctly.
Car low.
So you see how much time I just lost to the 5.
He's still there.
We're going to lose 2 spots now. 16's coming out. Good road.
Still there. He's still there. Clear on the inside.
Alright, so 5 gets on by us. Slot in behind him.
Right
4 is
side.
going to take the run on the outside, although the 4 gets the wall.
Outside line's clear.
But doesn't fall off all that bad compared. That was a bit of a gift. I don't think I forced him up into the wall. To get back to what I know how to do. Just I am so terrible at turn 2. 16's gonna slot up right in front of us at the worst time. I over-rotated there in 3. 16 pulls low, thank you to him.
Inside. Still there.
5's gonna look to go around the 7.
P6. Your lap time was at 59.27.
Got 7 laps to go. I think I'm going to move the brake bias back a little bit as well. Move it back half of the 3% we can use, so got it at 1.5% back. I think I need to brake earlier into 2, maybe? I don't know. I'm not driving that well, and I need to make that adjustment because the 4 is going to get by me here soon. Push it out at 3 and sliding too much, over rotate it, so 4 will get the run now down the front stretch, and I'm losing touch with the 7.
He's still there.
Not good. Not good.
Hold your line. Inside clear.
Alright, we're back to 7th. So let's see if we can now follow the 4 instead of following the 5 like I said I wanted to do. Well, I don't want to follow the 4 up to the wall, that's where he goes. And try to get by the 7, see if we can finish 6th. At least we can finish where we were supposed to. Yeah, I'm killing the right front in turn 2 as well. Terrible entry into 3. Turned in too soon and then pushed out. Gets loose out of 3, but still has more momentum, and we've quickly got the 10 closing in. He was 4 seconds back, now he's only 2.5. It's looking like a 7th place finish, but I'll keep digging and see if we can try to claw back to the 7. Pull a 6th place out of it, finish where I'm supposed to. So we got 5 laps to go, and almost a 1.5 seconds to get to the 7. Top 3 have been long gone. Long, long gone. So clearly I need a lot of work here this week. Trying to get it off at 3 a little better, kind of fighting the same thing the 4 is. Losing time to the 7, it's 1.3 now. At least the 10's not really gaining as much. Picked up the throttle too early there in 1. Getting the wall again, out of 1. For some reason I thought it was the leader disconnecting, it was not. I get the wall out of turn 2, now we're dragging it, so... Yep, I have just thrown everything away. I am so bad.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 0.93.
Move the brake bias back the rest of the way for these last 3 laps. Let's try to salvage something. It's looking like a 7th place finish. 10 got by the 16. 10's closed up, but he's got quite a bit to go with 3 laps, although I could easily throw it away. Some lessons learned. I really struggle at Pocono and need a lot of work at driving the car at the optimum slip angle. I think that's honestly the difference between everybody. I track the wall going into 2 now. So, what I was saying, I could throw it away. That right there. Tried to push it a little wider and hit a wall where nobody else has hit a wall. Aye, aye, aye. So many stupid mistakes the last couple of races. Just reset. 2 to go. 1 second ahead of the 10.
Behind is catching. The gap's now 1.13.
Need to not hit walls, and I should at least finish 7th. Been very fortunate to not get a 2x out of the wall contact. 10's catching a little bit, but I think as long as I maintain a line, I think it's too big of a gap for him to catch. At least make it through turn 2 that time. Over rotating off at 3, we get the white flag. And 0.8 back to the 10.
White flag, one more lap.
Just kind of waiting on the car. That's how I know I've burned the right front off. Or was not able to get to the 7, so the 7 ran a lot better than I thought he would. Almost get the wall out of 2. Trying a little too hard. Just gotta work it smooth here through 3. Alright. 7th place finish. So, still top 10. Not great overall. You know, didn't finish where we qualified, but
7th position. There we go.
overall, I'll take it, I suppose. At least, somehow walked away with a 0x after plowing the wall down multiple times. It was 11 seconds back of the leader, which the leader had just pulled away because you can see 2.9 seconds to the 3 and then another 2.2 seconds to the 2 and 3rd, so there's pretty big separation there. 5. It's running pretty quick. Tires 78, 83. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Felt like I really overdrove that one for sure. So the first one I ran, it was a lot closer. I think I was like 83, 84, or 82, 83, something like that. So just tried too hard, too much, and, you know, pushed the car out way too many times, but survived somehow. Doesn't look like there was very much that happened, so not really much to show you guys in terms of contact or anything. Just 2 incident points across the whole field, so actually a really clean race for once, which I guess with how big it is, it can get spread out and do that, so we'll take a look at the results. Check those out. Single split, actually. Wow, I thought there was more people registered than that. So 25-29 strength of field pretty weak. Again, just kind of time of day that I've been running this at. Marginal safety rating gain up to 3.82, 0.06, and marginal I rating gain able to gain 20, so just under 30-50. Realistically, you know, would have liked to have finished 5th where I started. Just I don't know. I made too many mistakes in front of the 7, but the 7 obviously I think was a little bit faster than me as well. I think he might have saved tires a little bit better. I think my biggest key is learning how to get through turn 2. That was where I was getting clobbered pretty badly, and then I think as I overdrove it, you know, it was making it turn 1 and 3. You know, I had to slow down a little bit more, wait a little bit longer on the throttle compared to everybody around me. So you know, certainly a lot of work to do. I may do some more of these later on in the week to get some, you know, extra practice on it, feel a little bit better about it. Even though we won't be back here this year, I think there's a lot of skills that do transfer to other tracks, so probably be a good thing for me to do. But yeah, we'll make the most of it and try to go on. So if you've run this, feel free to give me any driving tips. I know there's not really too much to analyze from a contact or anything like that, but at least some decent battles. You got to see me running around the 7 for a little bit, and then the 5 and 4 got by me. So we were around vehicles for the most part, and you know, tried to keep it as clean as I could. So get a better effort soon, and yeah, hopefully come out with some cleaner. Well, not. I mean, it wasn't a bad race in terms of the clean perspective, but some faster races, a little more competitive the rest of the week, and hopefully keep things going in the right direction. So hope to see you guys back for more. And until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.